Now, let's start with this new information that we have and an investigation that is expanding. The case of 16-year-old twins who escaped from their home in Texas, running from their lives and running for their lives and from their parents, okay? You remember this? This is the video from the neighbor's home. This neighbor opened her door for them at 5:30 in the morning. Thank God she got up and she got them in. Look at the pictures. They tell you everything you need to know. The wounds, the scars, the handcuffs that have grinded into their wrists. These kids look like they're 11 or 12. They're 16. So much smaller than they should be. Evidence of the abuse. Two cops spent hours with them at the hospital. Colonel Courtney Reyes and Deputy Anquanechia Tyler. They're from the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and they join us now. Both of you, thank you so much for doing the job and for helping us understand the depth of this situation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Colonel, what did you learn in terms of the kind of the level of what these kids had to suffer at the hand of their parents, specifically their mom?
So when the call came in, sometimes whenever we get calls and dispatch provides us with information, sometimes it's not what it seems. So when we arrived to the hospital, we were shocked and in disbelief to see the twins, who were extremely malnourished and clearly abused with bruises and blisters and lacerations. And it was, in 5 years, it's something that I've never experienced.
I mean, I
never thought I would experience.
The kids seem to be undersized. I couldn't believe that they were 16 when I first saw them, and the cuts into their arms. When they detailed to you, what were some of the most shocking things that they said they were subjected to at their parents' hand?
I think the most shocking thing was a question that I had asked is, how were you able to use the restroom if you were both handcuffed to a dolly? And they said that they would either have to use the restroom on themselves or a sibling would help them. And information that the sister had said was that the mom had to or would make her and her brother eat their own feces and drink their own urine.
They were only fed 1 to 3 times a week, mustard sandwiches, like condiment sandwiches. This is a picture of the mom I'm putting up on the screen right now. One of the scariest things here is, of course, she looks totally normal. It's one of the most frightening aspects of when we learn details that make somebody a monster, but they look like they could be any of us. That level of malnutrition, have you ever heard of anything like that? Feeding a child just 1 to 3 times a week?
I've never heard of anything like that, and we are both mothers to 6- and 7-year-olds, and as a mom, it's still something that I can't comprehend. As mothers, we're the ones that open our arms for whether it's good or bad. Our kids run to us, and in this case, these kids were running away from their mother.
And is it also true that the girl, there was obviously twins, brother and sister, that the girl was wearing a Walmart bag as a shirt? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. And Deputy Reyes, is it true that thank you for joining us, is it true that the brother had smuggled out a key or something and they had kind of, prepared to make an escape?
So from what he told us was that he found a key, and at some point he hid it inside of his mouth until he felt that it was safe enough, or when his mother and her boyfriend went to sleep, so that he could unlock the handcuffs for him and his sister. And one of the things that I told him was that I was so proud of him for being so brave and so courageous, for having this will to survive and making sure that he didn't leave his sister behind.